Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to some more LEGO Marvel Superheroes. This one is going to be for level number 12, Rapturous Rise free play. Now you're going to notice a whole slew of things here on this intro scene. So first and foremost, obviously, all 10 Minikits and Stanley and Peril will be covered in this one, as well as the True Believer of 85,000 studs, but we're going to get that within the first few seconds because of our multipliers. Also, required characters are going to be Magneto and Sandman. And also, you'll notice a bonus achievement/trophy for Billionaire Philanthropist, which is for reaching 1 billion studs, which we do reach that mark here in this level. In fact, we actually get it during the level. You can see there 920 million. All we need is 80 million, and we actually get that kind of towards the end of the level. But anyways, we're going to find the Rapturous Rise level on our map. And as soon as we load in, we're going to be here on the beach, and we're going to get it started straight away with Minikit 1. And as promised, I said the True Believer would come in the first few seconds, and as promised, it did. You know, I promised something and I delivered. But anyways, there in the back left-hand side, melt the gold totem pole, and then that will uncover a cracked wall, which will smash. You can use any of the big figs, or Beast, or Wolverine would work as well. They're not big, but they sure do pack a punch with their claws and can smash through cracked walls. Then we're going to build up the parts here into a sand pit, which is where Sandman's going to be required. Pretty fitting how we're on a beach. Most of the other sand pits have been in really random locations. But this time it's actually on sand, so it makes a lot of sense. So slip into the sand pit as Sandman, you'll transform into a palm tree. Don't know how that works, but you'll drop a coconut out, and that will reveal the first Minikit. Then for the second Minikit, scattered around the left side of the beach here, are going to be 3 dig piles. So we'll use Wolverine. Beast would work as well. You can see Beast is actually our second character there, but we decided to go with Wolverine instead. You know, there's no specific character that's better. Both work exactly the same, but you know, we're going to switch it up. You know, sometimes we'll use Beast, sometimes we'll use Wolverine. When we've got options, we'll switch it up. But anyways, once you've dug up the 3 piles, you'll find some parts which you can build into a crab. Then the crab will crawl all the way over into the water on the right and reveal the second Minikit. Now, I was stressing because I really wanted to get the Billionaire in this level. Because at the end of the last one, I was like, oh, like I'm pretty sure I should be able to get to 1 billion in this level. And that was before I had actually recorded this level, so I didn't know if I actually made it yet. If I had actually made it to the 1 billion in this level or not. So basically after saying that, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta get it in this level. So it turns out we do get the 1 billion pretty comfortably. We get the 80 million that we needed. And I actually thought it was going to pop like at the end of the level when our money actually stacked up to 1 billion, but it turns out we actually got it during the level. But not that it makes a huge difference. But anyways, here, once we get past the electric barriers and we're into this kind of jungly section, so we went straight from a beach into a jungle, which is a nice little change of scenery. But in the back left, or kind of back middle side, you'll notice a crashed car up top in the trees. We also notice a sense point, so use someone like Spider-Man to use his sensibility to detect a grapple plug up on the crashed car, and then pull the grapple plug, which will rip down the truck, revealing the third Minikit. Then for the fourth Minikit, we're going to fly across here. Now use Captain America's shield to deflect the bullets from the turrets back at them to destroy them, because otherwise they'll be really annoying, especially when you're like flying and you get hit by the bullets. You just get sent flying back. But we're going to make our way up here into this kind of crashed, looks like a crashed boat, kind of cut in half, and we're on the inside of it. But here you'll notice a gold wall in the back, so carve out the shape with someone with a laser like Iron Man or Galactus or Human Torch as well would work. Any of those guys, you might even have some other characters with the ability that we don't have unlocked yet, but carve out the shape, which is actually a Minikit, coincidentally, is the shape. Well, I say coincidentally, they probably did it on purpose, but, well, I assume they did. The developers didn't just randomly pick a shape that happened to be the same shape as a Minikit. I'm sure they did it on purpose, but anyways, carve out the shape and you'll get the Minikit. Then, when we make our way into this next area, we're going to get started on the 6th Minikit. So there are 5 golden eggs around the area that we need to melt. The first one is just over there off to the left, kind of hidden down the end of the path. Kind of have to go a little bit out of your way there. Then once we rip down that tree, some velociraptors are going to hatch out of these eggs, and we're going to go after the second golden egg. So we're going to fly up top here to kind of the back right hand side, and up top here behind that crashed piece of plane. I was going to say, yeah, I guess ship would work, but I feel like I associate ship more with like a boat more than a plane. But the crashed plane, melt that second golden egg. Then you'll notice that we actually kind of backtracked a bit over to that lower left hand side, and there was a red luggage case. So blast that open, and that's going to be 1 of 4. So that's going to be working towards another minikit. So this might be the first time, at least in a while, I think the first time in this series though, that we've had overlapping accumulative collectibles. Like usually we'll have minikits that are like, that's like, oh, 1 of 5, and there's like other minikits in the meantime, but I don't think we've ever seen overlapping accumulative minikits. But not to worry, it'll all add up. But the second red case is up here in this next part of the area in the high backside, and then just below that you're going to notice some fires, and you'll notice Stan Lee behind them. So go ahead and extinguish the fires with Human Torch. Sorry, not Human Torch, with Iceman, so the opposite of Human Torch. Then over here on the right, you'll notice a crashed piece of plane that looks like the back of the plane. So blast the silver piece off of the plane there, and then extinguish the fires there so you can grab the minikit. So a bunch of fires there to extinguish. After we've got the Stan Lee and the minikit, we can actually now get to working on these next 2 minikits, which we have already been working on. Those are the accumulative ones. So the third red luggage case is over there on the far right hand side, tucked away behind that piece of crash plane where we've got that last minikit. And you also notice the golden egg was also there next to that crash bit of plane, kind of on the middle right side, a bit more towards the back there. You saw us melt that. But now we're gonna take out that massive wall by crashing into it with the little cart there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up here to this bridge here, and we're just going to fly across it. We're going to just ignore some of the story stuff there. Then we're going to use Captain America shield to deflect the bullets back at those turrets, getting them out of the way. Then the 4th egg is going to be over there on the right. Then we're going to pull the strength handle here, which will rip away the wall here, so we can actually proceed up top here. We'll take out some enemies. And the 5th golden egg, you'll notice it there in the back, so we'll make our way over there. And we'll melt that with Iron Man's lasers. Again, Iron Man has just been our favorite character. Then we're actually going to run into the electricity. That looked a little dodgy, but you will be able to collect the minikit. Now, if you for some reason aren't able to collect the minikit through the electricity, I think there are a couple characters that are actually immune to electricity and can just run through it. But if not, if you can't seem to get it to work, just complete all the story stuff. And then once the electricity deactivates, you can get it. Also, you'll notice here we got the Billionaire Philanthropist achievement for getting 1 billion studs. You can see the 80 million added up with the 920 million we had going into the level does equal 1 billion. But you also notice that on the high right hand side, kind of in that caged, fenced area, was the 4th and final red luggage case. We blasted it open for the 7th minikit. Then for the 8th minikit there on the left, we used telekinesis to move away the shrubs, which revealed some parts that we built up into a grate, and we traveled through that to reach the minikit up top there, which was inside the head of that statue. So only 2 more collectibles left in this level, and then we will be done, which is pretty exciting because we are really in the home stretch of this free play. Only 3 levels left after this one, which is very exciting. But anyways, once we make our way into this next area, we can't quite celebrate just yet because there is still a few more collectibles in this one, in this level. So here, as soon as we get into this new area, on the high left side, above that, above those ruins, there is a blue totem pole. So there was a gold totem pole at the beginning of the area on the beach. Now there's a blue one to use Magneto's magnetic abilities to break it down, revealing the 9th minikit. Then for the 10th minikit, there are 5 pumpkins scattered around the area. The first 2 are right here at the beginning, one in the front left-hand side and one in the back right-hand side. Once we've taken out those 2, we're going to have to complete a little bit of story here. So I didn't break up this minikit into 5 different video links, which by the way, there are video links in the description, which you can use to fast forward. I know we're literally on the last minikit, so it's a pretty moot point saying that, but for future reference, for all of our other collectible videos, not just for LEGO Marvel, but for all other collectible series, we will have video links at your disposal. But for the 3rd pumpkin, it's here in this next section. Now, you can see here we use Wolverine. Now, this was actually smart. Now, I didn't actually mean to use like I didn't intentionally use Wolverine for this purpose, but you'll notice that the lasers are shooting down at us, and because we used Wolverine, we got hit by the lasers really hard, and it would have killed us, but since we were playing as Wolverine, he actually regenerates. Now, we found this out early in the story. In fact, there was an achievement for that. I think it's called, like, Can't Hurt Me Bub, which is for regenerating as Wolverine. I don't think we'll make a separate video for that, to be honest. It's pretty simple, and you'll probably end up getting it on accident yourself anyways. But if you're not using Wolverine, you can feel free to just deflect the lasers from the turrets back at them to destroy them, get them out of your way. Then dig up that third pumpkin. Then the final two are going to be here in this last section of the level. So once we get here, over on the right is going to be the fourth dig pile, so dig up the fourth pumpkin. Then the fifth one is going to be here in the back left-hand side, so we'll dig that up. And once we've dug it up, we will go ahead and take out the pumpkin. Yeah, it's very important to note that you do have to smash the pumpkin as well once you've dug it up. Well, dug it up? Yeah, dug it up once you've dug it up. And then from there, we're going to finish out the level. We've got this sped up a ton. I was thinking about just completely editing it out, but I was like, you know, we've been finishing all the levels, and I think I'd rather speed it up even more than just edit it completely out, because, you know, we're doing all the rest of the levels, so we may as well finish it out. And it just seems weird doing a jump cut right to the end, but, you know, you can feel free to save and exit if you don't feel like finishing out the level, because it will take multiple minutes to do it, even if you're going fast. Because the problem with the boss battles in this game is you can't actually be fast at them, because you're always, like, contained to a certain amount of time. Because, like, for this boss battle specifically, like, Magneto creates some sort of object, and then will, like, hit it down at you, and you have to wait for it to smash before you can do anything else. Whereas, like, some other games that aren't Lego, that aren't oversimplified, do revolve around you being quick at finishing them. But these are oversimplified, so you can't, like, mess them up, or, you know, because if you die in this game, you know, nothing happens. But if you die in pretty much any other game, you know, you're sent back and have to restart the specific checkpoint or whatever. But anyways, finishing out the level there, had that sped up so much because I don't know, I didn't feel like doing it all in the regular speed we have everything else at. And, you know, we even had a lot of the other boss battles sped up, but we sped this one up even more because, like, you know, we just want to make it quicker. But you can see that the Billionaire Philanthropist achievement does not lie. We have crossed the billion studs. And we also did get True Believer. In fact, we got that in the story anyways, so it didn't even matter. But the 10 minikits are stacking up to build the comic, which, as always, the game is not going to show us because that's fun. You know, why would we show? Or why would we show them the comic? You know, why would we do that? I don't know. I guess I must be missing something with that. But the game just doesn't want to show us the comics. But also, Freed, Stanley, and Peril have stacked up some gold bricks to reach 70 now, which is a nice number. Nice round number. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this one. That was level number 12, Rapturous Rise free play. We had a fun time. This was a really fun level. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you did find this one helpful, a like would certainly be appreciated. And, you know, maybe if you enjoyed it, a like would also be appreciated. And feel free to subscribe and comment any sort of questions, suggestions, anything of the sort. Feel free to let us know down below. And until the next one, I will see all of you later. See everybody. Bye.